I committed myself to something I could not do. But through our family, friends, supporting staff, and especially our teachers, we were able to persevere until we made it here. Without their words of encouragement, continuous support, effort, even outside of work hours, we would not be here where we are today. So Jazakumullahu khairan. Then, to our beloved parents, it would definitely not have been possible without your help throughout our lives. You have raised us when we were young to the best of your ability, sacrificed so much for us, and continue to support us every step of the way. Indeed, we will never be able to repay you, and only can make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant our parents the highest place in Jannah in the company of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And then lastly, to my classmates, we did it. We reached this great milestone, and it's indeed something to be proud of. We know how hard we worked to get here. The late nights, early mornings, self-sacrifice, and not forgetting the tons of coffee. It was no easy task, but alhamdulillah, we did it. And it should continue to motivate us to work towards the unreachable, to strive for excellence, and to seek knowledge that will bring us close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because what we have gained here was only a drop in the ocean, and thus our journey still continues. Seeking knowledge is a lifelong process. And knowledge here is not only limited to Islamic knowledge, no. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَعَلَّمَ آدَمَ الْأَسْمَاءَ كُلَّهَا. And He has taught Adam alayhi salam the names of all things. So here this kullaha refers to all kinds of knowledge, including what some may even label as secular knowledge. Because if you look at the word secular, then it actually means anything that is not related to religious or spiritual matters. But if you think of knowledge, then it will be impossible to remove the one who has taught man or he did not know. So, for example, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has taught us how to create artificial intelligence or AI, which is quite useful in research, it will be impossible to regard that as secular knowledge, as all knowledge comes from Allah. Therefore, we should continue to seek knowledge and use that to benefit mankind and gain Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's pleasure. And that's why I decided to further my studies in psychology, to address the issues that our community face. Our societies are filled with violence, substance abuse, corruption, and injustice. So whatever we do, we should use it to serve the weak, use it to benefit others, and use it to raise the pious, upright leaders of tomorrow. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us, may He be pleased with us, and may He grant us to be close to Him. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillah.
Shukran so much. Now call upon Dr. Ikram Ali to please render a few words on behalf of the program, and that is the honors class.
Thank you, Mr. Taj. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to the CEO, honorable members of the Board of Trustees, members of the faculty and staff, dear parents, distinguished guests, as well as definitely not least fellow graduates. I'm going to continue a little bit more about where we are, because I can compare a little bit of English, that is your UCT type of studying, and what I've experienced here. So Islam has placed a very high value on education, and as our faith spreads among diverse peoples, education will become an important channel through which we create a universal and cohesive social order. The purpose of Islamic education is to give meaning to life and enriching it with the light of Islamic faith as outlined in the Holy Quran. Another purpose is strengthening and advancing human societies, which has been alluded to prior. Over the years, however, the underlying attempt of Islamic education to strengthen and advance human societies has failed to achieve its goal. Despite exponential advances in science and technology all over the developed world, the current Islamic education system is still unable to respond to the cultural, educational, social, economical, and political needs of our Muslim community competently and adequately. I'm alive to the fact that the increasing isolation and ghettoization of Islam is a result of reactionary rather than a precautionary stance taken by Islamic religious leaders, closing the doors to wider aspects of learning which were the hallmark of advanced Muslim civilization. and it has pushed Islamic education system into abyss. When faced with the utter defeat and disgust, Muslim leaders often called for aggressive means of making their point, instead of finding means and ways where Islam and secularization would go hand in hand for an advanced society. The global debate currently is about the critical thinking of skilled students who graduate from Islamic religious institutions, which has also posed a critical question about the aims of Islamic pedagogy and its capacity in producing students and critical thinking abilities. A student with probing inquisitiveness, keen mind, zealous dedication to reason, and hungry or eager to learn, unlearn, or relearn. Such a product can only be produced by a very effective Islamic teaching institute, and for me, IPSA is one of them. I realized that if I were to understand my beautiful religion, Islam, it could not be partial. It had to be comprehensive, so that Islam and its adherents do not become a trend that is synonymous with ignorance, even a threat in the midst of current era of globalization. After spending almost 16 years gaining knowledge of medicine and forensic pathology, I wanted to gain something in my life that eases our souls. That is my soul. Prof. Saeed Ali Ashraf quoted in a result of the first international conference on Islamic education in Makkah way back in 1977. Education aims at achieving the growth of a comprehensive human personality in a balanced way through the exercise of soul, intellect, rational human self, feelings, and senses. Therefore, education must include human growth in all aspects: spiritual, intellectual, imaginative, physical, scientific, language, both individually and collectively, and encourage all these aspects towards goodness and achieving perfection. This proves that Islam expects its people to be smart, clever, skilled, both spiritually and intellectually. Esteemed guests, allow me to be heartily grateful to the administrative staff, professors of IPSA under the championship of the CEO Sheikh Dawood for this honored opportunity, this modern taste of Islamic exhibition. IPSA has given us more than just quality education. We have all shared fond memories of our time spent together, my fellow students, and spent hours debating and discussing aspects, and sometimes ending very bitterly, as Brother Wahid Parker would allude to. I can honestly say that this journey would have not been the same without my classmates. To them lies my gratitude and proving a kind and fun-loving environment, including all the snacks and the clothing. It has been a difficult journey learning to fill gaps in my knowledge, and I have become closer to a faith that was closely raised in. In spite of that, we as a class have stuck together and helped each other to get through even the most difficult times. I have matured incredibly over the past 2 years, and I've learned to become a more kind and grateful for what Islam has given to me in life. I know religion hasn't had the same effect with everybody, but I hope my journey inspires you to reconnect with your faith, become spiritual, or consider grounding yourself in a religion that aligns you with values. It's never too late. My sincere gratitude goes to my son Tanveer, who enrolled me in the program initially. Yeah, and I realized that he was writing his grade 12 matric last year. And there was one of two reasons why he enrolled me. Either for me to get out of his face, or he was jealous of me lazing around the house while he was studying. I can conclude without recognizing the excellent role of our professors, sir, all of you here. Thank you so much. Excuse me, sir. We are grateful to you as well. And to pick up my supervisor, Dr. Bilkish, who kept giving me the hope and confidence that this degree was achievable. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks goes to Aisha, Rushana. Where's Rushana? Please stand up, Rushana. Please. She's always hiding, Rushana. Feiruz and the whole team. They really made our studying such a pleasure, but it also protected us from getting too many assignments at one time. Thank you. And some of our chefs were tough on us. I don't like to mention names, Chef Khalid. But it was, they wanted us the best, to get the best out of us. They wanted us to work harder and read more and find ourselves in what we learned. They taught us to apply what we read in every single aspect of our lives, and for that we'll be highly grateful. A famous author, I'm just concluding now, sir, sorry. A famous author's words still echo in my mind when she said, "It's our choices that show what we truly are, far more than our abilities." So now that we have the skills and the passion, and are we going to be bystanders, or are we going to have encouraged to move, to make a good impact on the world around us? While the answer to this question will dictate our future, for now you and I have learned the right to be called graduates, so let us be proud of our achievements and walk through with confidence henceforth. We are passionate and we are bold, and we are ready to put ourselves in the action that our Chief has asked us to do. Congratulations to all the graduates. May Allah bless us to be of His best slaves and worshippers. Masalam.
Shukran, Doctor. You mentioned that your son enrolled you. You didn't say he paid for it as well. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, Dr. Ikram Ali. I'll call upon Dr. Daud Tablanche just to make a short announcement of conferral in absentia.
So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. By the authority vested in me, I award a high certificate in Islamic Studies to the following candidate in absentia: Muhammad Yusri Masood, the nephew of Professor Muhammad Harun.
Shukran, Dr. Dawood. And now I call upon Sheikh Wahid Jabbar to do the honors of presentation of a token of appreciation to Amira Lamara. We're winding down now, ladies and gentlemen.
Presented to Amira Lamara. Presented to Amira Lamara for Academic Excellence College. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Presented to Amira Lamara for Academic Excellence College representation and in appreciation of outstanding and selfless support to the college and student body at IPSA. Class 2022 graduation ceremony.
Shukran, Wahid Jabbar. Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming to the tail end of the program, but I need to do the following protocol order. I'd like the following students to just stand, please. Muzammil Charles, Mahmoud, Muhammad Zahir Mahmoud. Stand, please. Yeah, Ruhan, Muhammad Zubair Ruhan. Are the names first and then the surname? Otherwise, I'm. Qasim City, Zakia Drum.